What's going on, guys? I wanted to come to you guys and run you up a quick season recap of how it went for me, at least in Northern California. I'll just start off with the beginning and go to the end. I mean, we started off no water at all. Refuges flooding up, fewest acres they have in a lot of years. By far the driest season I've ever hunted. And we ended up with the wettest season I've ever hunted. The second time I've ever seen it flood up the way that it has out here. You know, a lot of cities were really close to going over. The levees really took a beating, and ultimately it led to a wild season for me. As those of you that are on my Patreon and Facebook and stuff, you know, I went through a back injury. The back injury has kind of kept me from hunting and physically being able to do much. So I was really dependent on my buddies helping me out, using the dog when I could, and just kind of taking it a little bit slower than I usually do. Hunting a lot less decoys, just kind of everything. I needed people to help me do just about everything. So the season didn't harbor much for me. I didn't hunt a whole lot. I know a lot of guys did really well this season. It held a lot of bands for a lot of guys that I know, and ultimately a lot of like lifetime memories were made this season, which was cool. Nothing crazy, nah, big limits, nothing like that. Really just kind of hunted and enjoyed it. Was able to take my kid out a little bit and make memories for her. So that was really neat. But, you know, really wasn't chasing the grind. I got some highlights I'll throw in here and stuff, but there were still things learned. There are things learned every season. I hunted new places this year. But looking forward, we're going to be going towards predators. We got coyotes starting to mate, and raccoons need a beating as well. So we're going to be looking into getting onto some of them, as well as we have spring turkey coming up. So I'm running a couple of new decoys and a couple of new tactics. So if you haven't, go ahead and sub to my Patreon, and all that kind of stuff is there. I'll tell you where I'm going to be hunting the turkeys out here this year if you're local, so you'll have an idea of places you can look at and stuff like that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time. Hope you enjoyed this one. I know it wasn't action-packed by any means. And we'll be getting back to it and trying to get you guys as much content as possible. It's hard. I got a back injury and I'm working through it right now. I ain't gonna let it stop me, but it's definitely slowed me up a little bit. So thanks for sticking with me, guys. I appreciate you. See you on the next one.